Welcome back to Tech Talk with Suits, and I am your wonderful host, Suits. So, today's video is about the huge COVID data leak. Dun dun dun! Alright, before you start thinking, hey, this video is about COVID, it is not. It is about the data leak that is associated with COVID information. No, this is not some type of conspiracy or something else that's being trying to cover up, but it is about 38 million records being leaked online. This is people's information being leaked. Where did it come from? It came from over 1,000 web apps. Companies that made web applications that accidentally leaked out people's HIPAA information, and we'll find out more about it. So, over 1,000 web applications made 38 million plus data leaks, or records being leaked out. What was included in the information? We have vaccine registrations, contact tracing efforts, so trying to find out who got COVID from who, stuff like that. Home addresses, phone numbers, social security numbers, and vaccination status. That's a really big HIPAA issue, because HIPAA is all about your health information. So that's a biggie, 38 million records. Now you're probably saying, who did it come from? Where did it come from? These glasses I don't need, they're just the blue light, but they're kind of starting to bug me right now. So they'll get put away for a moment. Who, what, and how? What happened with this information? Well, Microsoft, no, they are not the problem. Microsoft created a lovely website. It is, it's for AI-powered web application coding. So if you are somebody who really wants to make a web application, but you are crappy at coding, this AI-powered platform can help you create it. It is a, as we call it in the tech industry, PaaS, platform as a service. So you get to pay to use their platform, and they'll help you to make a web application. That's easier because you suck at coding. So it helps you out with that. The hard part is, the default setting on this for information was set to public, not private. Hence the problem that was coming up with this. So you had tons of big companies making web applications, but they didn't tick that little box. So in this case, it's not a hacker or a malicious attacker or anybody that went, hey, I want this. It was simply a bunch of companies, not small ones either, a bunch of large companies not paying attention to the fine details. You are your own worst enemies. So that is very true. So that was the case of they just didn't check the box. It's a big no-no to leak that information, by the way. Now, you might be saying, well, which companies? It's only a few really small companies like American Airlines, Wired, Ford, the Indiana Department of Health, and a really small one called the New York Public Schools. Just a few of the really small companies. Yeah, they didn't check that little box, and Now, here's the deal with this. As big of an oops as this is, you might say, well, yeah, but who had access to the records? Because not everybody did. This is not just a quick little website that you click on and go, oh, here's all the records that I can find. In fact, what happened with this is a small, I shouldn't say a small security company, a security company called UpGuard found the issue, and they were like, wait a second, we need to contact Microsoft. So they let Microsoft know and said, hey, it's not out there for anybody who's anybody, but it is out there for anybody who knows how to search for it. So they didn't come out and say it, but my guess is this security company is probably really good at Google dorking, which is basically knowing how to search Google really well with certain filter criteria. I will go ahead and put a link to Google dorking down below. It's basically being able to search Google with different filters in different ways to be able to get exact either files or websites or whatever else. It's what a lot of hackers and pen testers use, penetration testers. So my guess is that they used Google dorking for this purpose, though I could be wrong, but that is huge. The security company went through and went, whoa, we just found a bunch of HIPAA information that shouldn't be out there because why? Oh, not because we're attackers, but because these people left the default box checked of open to public. So, learn from large companies' mistakes. Protect yourselves by looking at the fine print on things. Make sure all of the settings are the way that you want them to be. Otherwise, you could end up screwing something up large, and you don't have the attorney power of American Airlines and Ford and stuff like that. So, be careful. Protect yourselves. If you guys have any questions about this, we will see if it goes any further. I'm wondering if anybody's going to sue over HIPAA violations. Today, everybody's sue happy, so I can see something happening with that. But if you have any questions about this, you have any news updates, if you have any tech stories or hacking stories that you want me to cover, let me know. You can easily send me a message in my Instagram. It's down below. And have a wonderful day. This is Suits, signing off.